Alright, here's the deal. You're gonna sit down, you're gonna watch this video, you're gonna enjoy it. Got it? Now, you read the title. You know what to expect. Alright. Today, first of all, I don't care if you don't read fanfictions. You're gonna be a reader of fanfictions after this video. I guarantee it. This are the top 10 fanfictions you must read. And I don't care if you don't like them. That's not going in the title. Alright? So, do the intro!
Actually, I really do care if you like these stories or not. I honestly, personally like these stories a lot, and I hope you like them as well. So, like, that's why I'm even, like, recommending these to you all. So, please don't take what I just said, like, as gospel. Like, these stories are really good, so I hope you enjoy them. Okay. Now you can go on with the intro.
The number you have reached has been disconnected.
Okay, now that we got the intro out of the way, we can move on to real business. What's up, guys? My name is Josh. So, this will be a different video from what I normally make. I am going to be making this as a series, so this might... whenever I'm not working, I'll make these. So, let's get started, shall we? First, let me set out the format. So what you're going to see on the screen is the title of the story, and under that will be the author, how many followers that it has, how many chapters it has, and if it's complete. And also, I will be saying how many chapters, how many followers. But for those of you that want a visual representation, there will be on the screen. So, this will be for an order of 10 to 1, starting with number 10. It will cover these fandoms. Alright. Everybody on the screen, but I'll also tell you it will consist of stories from the RWBY community, the Sonic community, the Naruto community, the Kingdom Hearts community, and a couple from maybe the Avatar community. Those are just 5 right now. If you got suggestions of stories you want me to read, and then they will probably be in the next video. Who knows if I like them? Hey, just saying. Alright, so let's get started with number 10. By the way, links to the stories are in the description below.
I'm sorry.
This is real.
Staying with You and You and You and You by Penan and Queek. It has 47 favorites, 174 follows, and is a Kingdom Hearts story. The primary ship is Sora and Kairi. The story was last updated on 8/16/2015. So it's not complete, unfortunately, which is why I'm putting it at number 10. But that doesn't mean you should not read it. It is exceptionally good if you like a good Jesus Christ, I can't talk. A good ounce of romance with a nice side of humor. It's a very humorous story. It currently has 21 chapters, and it is really good. You got Kairi, you got Sora, you got Roxas, you got Ventus, you got sassy fucking Vanitas. You got everything. It's hella good. Trust me. But, like I said, it hasn't been updated in a long time, so I don't know if the author's going to come back to it. I really hope that he or she does. It is really a good story. Please, author, if you're watching this, come back to it. So, you really should give it a read. I know you don't, I don't know if people will want to go reading stories when they're not complete. I personally don't. But I said give the story a chance, and maybe the author will come back, seeing that all the followers and requests that he gets or she gets to finish it. But hey, it's a good story. Check it out. And now we will move on to number 9. Queen of Fists by HR the Otaku Queen. It has 2,000 favorites, 2,000 follows, and is a Naruto story. Now, picture this, alright? You're the awesome, cool Sasuke Uchiha. You just killed your brother for killing all your clan members and might be a little bit emo afterwards. And you're like, hey, I just realized I'm the only Uchiha. I need to start rebuilding my clan. So, What? I don't know why I gave Sasuke that voice. Jesus Christ. So, you look at your list of options. You got Ino. Nah, doesn't look like a proper candidate. You got Hina. Nope, she's with Naruto. So, seeing that all the other options are left out, all the good options, you look over to see a pink-haired, very, very reliable character in Sakura. So, you saw, you know what? Sakura, how about you help me rebuild my clan? And she throws up on you. And she laughs at you. That's also, let's not forget that. Basically, I just described to you what the first chapter is. It is it is fucking hilarious. I'm sorry. The fact that you have Sasuke literally trying to get Sakura to get with him, and Sakura's not having any of it. Like, it's really freaking good. And I like this story a lot better than how they set up Sakura with Sasuke in the show, because, let's be freaking real, Kishimoto was like, oh, hey, I was gonna have Naruto get with Sakura, but I forgot Hinata existed, so Sasuke, throwing you out to the wolves, bud. But aside from that, the story is really good. You get great moments between these two, and then Gaara, Naruto, everybody plays a key role. You should really give it you should give it a read. I'm just saying. Now, the story isn't finished, unfortunately. You'll notice that the early portions of this countdown are stories that aren't finished, but its last update was also in 2015, the same as number 10, but still, please, please, please give it a look. It is a really good story. I wouldn't lead you astray. Come on. Trust you, boy. Now, we move on to number 8, and probably a story that's complete.
You're lucky. Looks like my summer vacation is over.
Birth by Sleep, Roxas' story. By Dark Fox Kid. It has 355 favorites and 203 follows. And it is a complete story. And this is a Kingdom Hearts story. Alright, this is for all you Roxas fans out there, which I am one. Ever wanted to wonder what a story would be like if Roxas didn't have to go back to Sora? And somehow found his way into the Birth by Sleep story? Well, this is what this story is about. Basically, Roxas finds his way into, like, the whole events of Birth by Sleep. And he's at his full power, alright? I'm talking both Keyblades. Yeah, that's gonna be a major point in the story. It is a really good, it's an interesting point, trust me. So, basically, you're throwing Roxas, who is a complete unpredictable person, into this storyline, which is already crazy enough. Alright, you got Ventus, you got Terra, you got Aqua with that whole situation going on. Not to mention older Xehanort and Vanitas. It is a really interesting twist on the Birth by Sleep story. So, hey, if you want to see what could have happened differently in Birth by Sleep if Roxas was around in that storyline, have a look. Also, there is one scene where Roxas and Ventus are considered twins, because they look so similar. If you play the games, you know what I mean. But it's hilarious. So give it a read. It is a complete story, as I said. So just read it. If you want more Roxas, just read it. Now, moving on to number 7, and we're gonna start getting into even more great stories.
I just want these days to last forever. Hanging out, the ice cream, the sunsets.
The Marvelous List of Summer Misfortunes by Careless Whispers 13. It has 103 favorites, 106 follows, and is a complete story. It is also a Kingdom Hearts story, by the way. So, picture the scenario. Someone walks up to you, and you're just sitting there doing your own business, and they ask you, hey man, what is the greatest thing you have ever done in your summer? What is the one thing that you remember? What is the one thing that tops any summer ever? This is what this story is about. It involves Sora, Kairi, Riku, Roxas, Namine, and Xion, all trying to create the greatest summer ever. Basically, Phineas and Ferb without the inventions. And, you know, they may find a little bit of love around the way, who knows. But, I'm just going to say to this, if you want extremely comedic stories, this one is for you, alright? The first series of events in this story is amazing. Alright, I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but it involves them breaking something, alright? And them completely freaking out. And it involves ice cream. Take that as you will. If you want to find out about it, read it, please. It is a story that supports all ships in the Kingdom Hearts fandom. At least the main ones, the most popular ones. I'm looking at you, I'm looking at you, Axel and Larxene fans, alright? Y'all stay over there. Like, chill. So, we move on to number 6. And I think you're gonna like number 6. Oh yeah.
How did I even get here? Why am I so special? Where did I learn how to use the Keyblade? I hardly know who I am. What is so wrong with wanting some answers?
Much Ado About Nothing by Sunflower Bee. It has 48 favorites, 14 follows, is a Kingdom Hearts story, and it is complete. Now I know what you're thinking. This story only has 48 favorites and only 14 follows? It must suck. No, good sir. This story is good, alright? It is amazing. It pulls at the heartstrings. Alright, the writing is exceptional. Roxas and Namine are the main characters in this story, and they are written out perfectly. And it takes place, it was written before 358 Over 2 Days came out, so that's the reason why you won't hear any mention of Xion in the story. But even though Xion is absent from the story, it is still a great story. You need to read it. It basically follows the entire 358 timeline, just Xion is not present. And alright, if you know how 358 Over 2 Days ends, then the ending of this story will hurt you the most. It will make you hate Riku. I'm just gonna say that. It'll make you hate Riku. For those of you who haven't played 358 Over 2 Days, read this story first. Alright, read this story and then see the cutscenes for 358 Over 2 Days with Xion in it. And then come back to me and tell me which version you like. I like both because I love me some Xion. But all I'm saying is, give this story some love. It deserves more favorites and follows than it does. I'm telling you. I know, it's a story that came out in 2008. But read it. Sunflower Bee deserves better. She's amazing. Or he. But they are amazing. Okay? Read it. Please. Now, we are moving on to number 5, and we are getting into some of the best of the best.
Sora, it's really you!
Kairi!
Huh? You leave Sora alone!
Mucus-flavored kisses, and in sickness and in health, by Sunflower Bee. Mucus-flavored kisses has 92 favorites and 6 follows, and then in sickness and in health has 47 favorites and 2 follows. Okay, these are both Kingdom Hearts stories, and they are complete. Now, this will be the only time I have 2 stories combining for the 5th place spot, but I'm sorry, they're both one-shots, so forgive me. This will be the only time this will ever happen. Alright, and they take place at the same, they're not take place at the same time. They're 2 stories that take place ahead of each other. Mucus Flavored Kisses takes place first, and then In Sickness and in Health. So, read them in order. But, it is a 2-part story. It has Sora, Kairi, Roxas, Namine, and it has their whole connection thing going on. But, it is hilarious. Especially Mucus Favorite Kisses, which is take place with the perspective of Sora, but it's being told by Roxas. It's weird, don't ask me, but oh my god, it is it is great. You will I don't think you will find any better humor in any other story than in these 2 stories, because Mucus Flavored Kisses is told by Roxas, And then in Sickness and Health is told by Naminé. Personally, if you want the brunt force of amazing comedy, Roxas's commentary and Mucus Flavored Kisses is amazing. Alright. See, this is what I'm saying. Sunflower Bee deserves more love. She is amazing. He or she. I don't know. I need to check her profile. Who cares? Amazing. Alright. These 2 one-shots. Read them. Okay? Read any story made by Sunflower Bee. Alright? Please. Amazing. Now, we move on to number 4. And this will be one story. Not a combination of 2, alright? Supernatural Affairs 9 Cases by Broken Memer. It has 201 favorites and 298 follows. It is a Ruby story, and it is currently ongoing. Okay. I'm just gonna throw it out on the table for you. A brilliant AU. Great writing. White Rose for days. Great character interactions. A good storyline. Great fight scenes. Like, imagination runs wild. This story has everything. Alright. Ruby, Weiss, Blake, Yang. Cops. Alright. Cinder, actual threat. Magic. Cool magic. Detective work. Everything I like. And I, hope you like it too. So, read it. Now. It just got updated. With another chapter. I'm gonna read it after this video's done. Go! Now! That's all I need to say. Where are we? Number 4? On to number 3. Go! Linked in Life and Love by Omega Infinity. It has 1,000 favorites and 2,000 follows. It is a Ruby story, and it is currently ongoing. Alright, remember what I said with supernatural affairs and great stories? Here's a great concept. Imagine having 2 semblances spread out between 4 people. 4 people, yeah. That overpowered. Now, I'm gonna give you a disclaimer here. Alright? Despite what you read on the first chapter, that's not all it's about, alright? Although it's exceptionally written, even the author will tell you, read past the first chapter, it's not just the first chapter that matters, alright? This is a great story, it's building up to something good. If you've seen Season 2 of Ruby, or seen the end of it, that's where this story takes place. Now, I'm going to just tell you the ship of this story from immediate, alright? It is Blake with Ruby, with Yang, with Weiss. And then it's Ruby with Blake, with Weiss. And then it's Yang with Blake and with Weiss. No, it is not Ruby with Yang. You take that enabler out of here, please. Please. I don't care if you like it, just it's not in the story, okay? Alright? So, if you like Monochrome, if you like Ladybug, if you like White Rose, if you like Bumblebee, this story's for you. It's the best of both worlds. It's a great story with some great action scenes and some great writing. Give Omega some love and check that story out. And as we move on to the final 2 stories, and I think these stories are going to be just stories that you are going to fall in love with. Even more than the ones you've just heard.
We're back.
You're home.
Kohana, A Volcanic Duality by Marlis Moth. It has 10 favorites and 11 follows. It is a Kingdom Hearts story, and it is complete. This was tough putting this at number 2, but if you read it, you will understand my reasoning. It is a multi-layer story. Goes from 3 point of views: Riku, Sora, and Kairi. And it is really good. It has got to be one of the best Kingdom Hearts stories I've read in a long time. It takes place after Kingdom Hearts 3, or the author's interpretation of Kingdom Hearts 3. It has great drama also in it. It's great drama, has great romance. The humor in it is perfect. The characters are written to the point where you honestly feel like, hey, if this was an actual show or like book, it would be played out perfectly. Like, their personalities are kept tethered to reality from what you watched in the game. Like, they are like perfect. I know I screwed up on the explanation of that, but trust me, if you play the games, their personalities don't change. Like, they're really good. So if you're looking for a complete, fresh Kingdom Hearts story that you haven't read in a long time, check this story out. It deserves much more praise than it does. Alright, it came out last year, so it's pretty new. It's pretty new. So please, give this story some love. Alright, now we move on to the last story. Out of all 10 of these great stories, there can only be one story that you need to read now. I'm talking drop everything you're doing, go on fanfiction.net and read this. There's only one. Can only be one. And that number one
Never forget.
is this.
That's the truth.
No. Xion. Who else will I have ice cream with?
The Law of Approximate Attraction by Redeeming Endeavor. It has 787 favorites, 521 follows, and it is a Kingdom Hearts story, and it is complete. If there was a story that I had to just read for the rest of my life, and that's it. I could just take one fanfic to read for the rest of my life. That's it. It'll be this story. It is a Roxas nominated story. It is amazing. The character interactions, great. The story, fantastic. The writing, amazing. Like, the characters are written so well. Roxas and Naminé are like written as if they were taken out of the game. Alright, the interactions between those two are what makes the story. And then you get a nice flavor of Sora and Kairi thrown on top of that in those two goofballs interactions. You have Xion, you have Axel, you have Riku in his brooding self. You have so much in this story. It is so adorable. It is great. And when the two finally, reconcile, and the reason why they get mad at each other is honestly quite hilarious, and why they hate each other for so long. You'll laugh at it. You will laugh. You will honestly cry because it's such a good story, and it's just it's amazing. I can't just put it in any other words. It is an exceptional story. Redeeming Endeavor killed it on this story. It is why this story is the number one story that you need to read. Alright, now this was off the top of the cusp. Like, all these stories I've personally read, and I know my descriptions of them aren't as great as they should be, but I will improve on this. This is only the first video of this entire series. I might do one-shots that you need to read, or stories that are up and coming that I think you should read. All I'm saying is give all 10 of these stories some love. Like, just give them a read. See if you like them. Like, I know people don't have the same tastes as necessarily I do. I understand that, but like, if you're curious, check these fandoms out. Check these stories out. These communities are full of the greatest people you will ever meet. All right, like, please give these guys and girls some love. Like, please. And with that, it'll end this video. I promise I won't be a month before I come back. work sucks, alright? I would just say that. So, my name is Josh. I hope you all enjoy this video. I hope you all have a fantastic day, morning, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. And stay awesome. Catch you in the next one.